Hello everyone and welcome back once again to Gary Grigsby's War in the East, where we're once again in the Stalingrad to Berlin campaign. We're in turn 8 now. Last turn was again quite challenging, as we've seen the 20th and 8th Panzer retreated under buckling Soviet forces there. So quite tricky that. Now that means we are giving up the rail line again, unfortunately. Let's skip past the airplane niceties. Weather is still way too bad for me to do anything serious either way. So let's just get through that. Game seems to be a little bit unresponsive here for whatever reason. I did hold on to the cheer station. However, that's however much that might be considered to be worth. We'll see. We'll fix it, I think. Hopefully. Maybe. Anyway. One of the ways that we can potentially deal with it is by making sure that the Soviets have, less forces on the map, and I mean, we're working on it. 5.4. I like this. So even. No, movement is too bad. So if I don't attack with these two, 24th and the 2nd Latvian SS. Let's see what happens. They get pushed back, naturally. Where do the tanks come from? Or are they Stugs? Here we go. Let's take that off too. I know that's a bit tricky. Anyway. Yeah, the Soviets got a bit more forces in here now, interestingly enough. They must really not like me going up. They even put tank corps in there. Of course, I'm nowhere near the ports yet. But I'm very close to, at the very least, cutting the rail line to the ports. Which is also useful in its own right. And the there are 2 rifle divisions which are now cut off, so that's worth something too. I can probably clear this, so then I care. Still about it, of course, but that certainly does clear things up and allows me to let's see, I cannot get anything in there currently, and I'll reorganize those guys on the next turn. I don't really care if they go down. Sweet. This means that they now have to supply these forces through this rail line too. So everything has to go through that one rail line there now. Ultimately, the goal might also be to get up there and cut that rail line. Obviously, that would be a great boon. We'll have to see how something like that might go or look like. Yep, let's put you in here. And get a depot running. I'll keep these at 4-2 actually. I did talk about how I'm gonna work on this rail line here. Moving in this weather is also terrible. I can work on both this and the other one, so I'll actually move up here. Oh shit. Oof. That got me a little bit spooked. That might have been a bit overkill, but no matter. Just looking at the potential attacks. Next stop for these is Andreapol. Wow. That is also something. That I cannot move that way. I'll make surrendered somewhat more obvious targets there too, so. This might not even work, but I have to try. No. When I have to focus on clearing the pocket, and here, that just involved them for now. They did look quite powerful indeed. Right, the 81st Infantry is definitely just going back and refitting. It's no longer fit for service. Cannot go into either of those hexes. No. 75, they got pretty close. Not close enough. Some of these guys are pretty heavily entrenched. Like these, but we'll get them. Huh. Okay. Okay, got them. Good. That means can launch an attack. I'll actually push them back. I mean, I have a sensation at moving back myself. Might be a good idea there too. Let's see if they'll make it. They did. Not on that second attempt, though. Well. We cut off this mechanized a bit more. This is still a problem as they are very close. Whatever's going on here. That's very weird. Either way. This might not work though. Jesus, really? Okay. Wow. Sometimes I'm a bit amazed by the combat results. That certainly didn't go as fabulous as I might have liked. Look at these stacks though. Jesus. The Soviets always seem to have a lot more units on the ground than you would think. They just took out 100,000. They still have 40,000 reserve forces. That 100,000 is obviously not enough. Let's again go for some of the easier parts. For this episode. Just like that. Now it's time to shorten or to reel them in, get out of the mountains. And split them into two so that no matter what happens, they'll be cut off. Okay. I think that might hold for a turn. Let's actually take out the depots for a bit. I do need to keep a unit at makeup. I cannot just abandon it. You're the rat for infantry regiment. Let's move it to Armavir and put them under the 5th Corps. If they take that, that's fine. I don't care if they move up, because the goal is to finish them off anyway. Since I might need to retreat there, I'll be glad to hold that. These are pretty weak though. Let's see how we can fare like this, and I'll try to hold on to this. I mean, you have to draw a line somewhere. However, those Romanian units got quite a beating. There's no way I can get them out now. But also sucks for them. They'll probably rout, is my guess. Okay. That's done. As for reinforcements, let's actually go and take a look at West. They're at 95 now, so once again they're not having enough. They need a lot. Norway is at 108, but I cannot take anything out. Finland's 101. Can take out one air unit again. Send them to Western Europe. Narva Estonian Infantry Battalion, eh? Well, I'll send the 11th Luftwaffe Field Division over to Western Europe. Kampfdetachment Army to the map. Flag to the map, or to Western Europe. The Soviet Union garrison, I can take out 8 currently for putting in that security unit. The Fortress Romanian Infantry Division and the Frontier Romanian Infantry Divisions are the best comparatively. Let's send that to the map. Can send one more Hungarian unit. Let's go for the 102nd Hungarian Light Division. Nope. 105th. They're at 102 now. Good. Africa's at 105. Very high air. But I cannot take anything out. Balkans also has too much air, technically. But my units there are stuck. And I'm at 101, so I cannot take anything out. Alright. That's it for the theater boxes. Let's take a look at units that might have arrived down here, and then I'll send the other units. Doesn't look like I got anything. Let's make sure that Luftwaffe Field Corps goes back in here. And I'm doing this just for reenactment purposes, kind of like 3rd Luftwaffe Field Corps. Because I could technically use this in another way, but what would be the fun in that? Can I get you guys under there? No. It's already too far. Alright, that's fine. Nothing to be done about that. Either which way. Really do wonder if they would go and give up Tuapse. Very curious to see how that that will go. This is turning out, this mobile defense thing is turning out to be a disaster. It is definitely a mistake. That went really poorly, unfortunately. But oh well. I have to always do this individually to get the maximum out of my rail lines. This is not going to be pretty, by the way. But at least I got them on the actual rail. These guys will have to go... Like, you can see how troublesome this is. The game thinks it's the best idea to send them through Königsberg. This is how bad the rail is like that. Obviously, you're transporting a gazillion stuff out there. And that is obviously not such a great idea, but... Let's send these guys through there. Alright, so we got those guys coming in. They're going to go to Stalingrad and hopefully alleviate the situation a little bit. So we got that going for us. That's nice. I did make the mistake of not sending... Well, actually... One thing that I can do, and which I probably should do, and because I forgot about this earlier, is to exchange the security unit with something else. And you know what? I'm just going to send the 3rd Luftwaffe Field Division. I'm just going to get them out of here and get them over there. It's going to take a few turns, but I think doing that with the 3rd Luftwaffe Field Division, that's probably just fine. Alright, let's take a quick peek up north. So, what I want to do now is I need to switch things up a bit. So, let's get out the core. And I want the division up in here. Reason for all of this is that I want this side to be stronger than this side. This can be relatively weak. Given the current state of things. Yeah. Now I feel they're going to put an attack on Kirishi. Okay. I hear that my neighbor is drilling and doing stuff like that pretty hard. So for today it's going to be a bit of a shorter episode. Unfortunately, not too pleased with that, but there's nothing I can do here. Anyway, so let's wrap this up then for a bit. Not much done, unfortunately. Anyway, thanks for watching. Take care. See you next time. Bye-bye.